can tell you guys, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. Let's go. I'm ready to work. Jack, you got... Now, you got your paper headed. All right, some of you guys are starting to, I've told some of you guys I want you in every day. All right, come in the morning so I can help you with 2 or 3 problems. Today, very easy, pretty straightforward. All right. Everybody's got their paper headed? You ready to go? All right. Now, in order to be successful today, you have to understand there are different forms. Last week we did y equals mx plus b. All right, that was called the slope-intercept. All right, this week we're learning 2 new forms. One of them is called point slope, and the other one is called standard. All right. Today we're going to do point slope. Tomorrow we're going to work on the standard form. All right. Now, the forms that we're going to be doing are going to be today y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And I want you to make sure that you write this down. This is considered point slope form. Now again, why exactly is it considered the point slope form? Because you use it when you're given a what? Point and a what? Slope. All right, now we're going to write it down each time. All right, we're going to write it down each time as we're doing the problems because I want it to get into your brain, that form. All right, now someone asked me a good question this morning, so we're going to go ahead and demonstrate why that is so easy to remember. All right, so look up. Remember we said the slope was y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. All right, we did that last week also. All right, we did that last week. Now what I'm trying to demonstrate to you is the equation on the left is exactly the same as the equation on the right. Exactly the same. Now, 2 weeks ago, we talked about solving literal equations. And when we solved literal equations, that means we just moved around the equation and solved for a specific variable. Well, this is what I want to show to you now. Everybody look up. See how this is division. All right? I have this right here is division. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the division by multiplying both sides by x2 minus x1. If I multiply this side by x2 minus x1, does everybody see those now cancel? And if those cancel, you now have y2 minus y1 equals m times x2 minus x1. Now notice I just rearranged it a little bit, but you should be able to see that. So if you ever forget what the point slope formula is, you just have to remember that it's derived from the slope formula. Now the only difference is this y2 is no longer necessary because when you write the equation, you need the x and the y. All right? We'll be given the m and we'll be giving a point. All right, now what exactly does that mean for you? All right, let me show you how simple the problem is. All right, so I want to look at question number 1. All right, to review with you, this 3 right here is called x1. This negative 3 is called what? y1, and the slope is referred to as m. All right, that's how simple it is. All right, so from there, I want you to write down y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. That's how we're going to write the equation of the line. Now, all you're doing is you're making a substitution. All right? So to make this substitution, this 3 right here goes in for this x1. This negative 3 goes in for y1. And this slope goes in for slope right there. Everybody see that? Now watch. All you have to do is rewrite it now. When we rewrite it, it's going to be y minus negative 3. And what's y minus negative 3? Plus 3. So y plus 3, what's the slope? 3, open parentheses, x, what's the x?
3.
Look, guys, and guess what? We're done. That's the answer. That's it. And listen, I'm not exaggerating when I tell you this is really difficult. Now you're asking me, well, why are you saying it's really, trust me, it's really difficult. Most people find that very hard. I personally don't understand why, but on the test Friday, when I ask you to write something in slope-intercept form, or I say write it in standard form, or I say write it in y-intercept form, you might go, oh my gosh, what is he talking about? So that's why I'm telling you, every day you got to write down the forms. And you got to learn the form. And then on Friday, you have to know all 3 forms. All right, that's very important. All right, so once again, all right, all you're doing is you're plugging numbers into the variable. That's it. You're just plugging the numbers in. What?
So you don't have to go like 3x minus 9.
What do you think?
Yes.
What did I say was the answer? That's the answer. Nothing more. That's it. That's a different form. All right, today I'm teaching you a different form than I taught you last week. It's called point slope. All right? This is a more common thing to do because most of the time you're not given the y-intercept. So it's easier to use this. All right? So for question number 3 now, everybody's going to write down y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And now, Miss Bragdon. Y minus what?
4.
Where do you?
Number 3.
Yeah, number 3. You did number 2 by accident. That's okay. Do number 3.
Look
up on the board.
It would be y minus 5 equals negative 1.
Now look, just keep it up, girl. Keep it up. Don't be lazy. You know what I mean? That's why I said all that IXL you did, it's going to pay off. Keep working. All right? No reason to not know anything about math. It's easy. Everybody can do it. You got to pay attention. Now, I would like for someone to say, well, I'm not sure what you're doing. Anybody have any questions? Because I'm going to go on something a little bit harder now. All right, everybody should be good with number 1 and 3. All I want is your question.
That's a formula. That one, that y minus 1 equals x.
What do you think it is?
That's a formula for all the
For 1 and 3. That's what we're doing.
Is it for 5, 6?
Can I get to 5 and 7? Come on, man. All I'm asking you, do you understand 1 and 3? Then you are like everybody else in here. Perfect. Right? I want to hear from somebody who doesn't know how to do 1 and 3. Everybody's good. All right? Now, we're going to do number 5. All right? And we're going to do number 7 together. All right? Now, I would like someone to tell me why I have a problem with number 5 and number 7. Jack?
Well, because you don't know, like, your y or your slope.
You don't know what slope is. That is exactly correct. So how am I going to solve that problem?
So you do y2 minus y1.
That's exactly right. You have to say, wow, the last problems were easy because we had to point the slope. Now I'm looking at this problem going, wow, I don't know what my slope is, so I can't do it the way I did the last time. I am missing the slope, right? So you must remember the slope formula. So that slope formula, which he reminded me of, was m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Does anybody have any objections to that? Now I'm going to find what the slope is. All right? So why don't you do that?
So you do 3 minus 3.
Which would just be
3 plus 3 is 6.
over,
-2.
good, 2 minus 4. All right, now you simplify that, and I end up with 6 over -2, which is equal to what?
3 over
Good. -3. All right, does anybody have any questions with why the slope is -3? What?
So if the numerator is like -6, let's just say, is it -6 or -3? But if the thing switched where it was -6 and +2, would it be -3?
Positive divided by.
Oh,
All right, doesn't matter. All right. Now, here is where there's some question. So please pay attention. Here is a what? Point, and here is the slope. So now I want everybody to use the first point that I highlighted and the slope to write the equation. All right, everybody do that. Should take you about 10 seconds. And that equation, Max Behan, would be what?
number 5?
No, I'm doing 25.
Oh,
Which one? Number 5. Pay attention.
sorry, I was
What is the equation? That's why I'm calling on you, because I'm trying to get you to pay attention.
6 divided by.
What are we talking about? I'm asking you to write the equation of the line.
Wait, is it like
What is it?
y minus y 1 equals,
I know, we know that. I want you to tell me what the answer is.
6.
Wow. Jess, help me. What is it?
So it's going to be y minus and then -3
Which makes
plus 3
y plus 3.
equals -3 and then parentheses x minus 4.
Beautiful. That is the answer. Jack, listen. I'm writing, when I look up and you guys are talking, I'm done asking. Not allowed. All right? You're not distracting me. That's part of the reason why he doesn't know what he's talking about. Because you guys are laughing and carrying on. Now he has no clue what's going on. Now, that is an answer. Is that the only answer? No. Because now, Max, if you're paying attention, instead of using the first point, I would like for you to use the second point. Now, can you write the equation yet? Or do you still have no clue what's going on?
Is it y minus 3
Good.
equals 3
-3, because that's the slope.
-3 times x minus 2?
All right, now you're in the game. All right, now kind of was a question. That's it. Now listen, I always tell kids, I remember always arguing with my math teacher because I always thought I was right. And I asked him this. That doesn't look like the same answer, does it? Look up, look up, look up. Does that look like the same answer? That doesn't look right. They look like they're two different equations, correct? Now, what I'm trying to show you right now is here's where you have to pay attention. It is the same line, but we just used a different what? We just used a different point, not a different slope. The slope is the same. Now, I'm going to show you it's the same line by putting it into last week's form, which was y equals mx plus b. So in order to do that, I need to distribute the -3, Jack, which is what you were trying to tell me earlier. So you with me? Now we're going to convert it to what we did last week, just so I could get your brain to realize, yes, it's the same. It doesn't matter what point I use. So if I distribute the -3, I get y plus 3 equals -3x plus 12. Do you agree with that, Alex? Come on, stay with me. And now how do I get rid of the plus 3? Minus 3. So I end up with y equals -3x plus 9. Does anybody have any problems with that? Any questions? All right, now on the second equation, I'm going to do the same thing for the second equation. All right, so I'm going to distribute the -3. Y minus 3 equals -3x plus 6. And then what do? Add 3 to both sides. And look, what do you notice? It comes out to be exactly the same. Everybody see that now? So again, I'm asking you, does it matter what point you use? It doesn't matter what point you use. All right? I will accept both answers. No. I'm telling you exactly what I want you to do. All right. This was just so your brain understood that it's the same line, even though it doesn't what? It doesn't look like the same. That was the intention right there, was to get it in your head that it doesn't look like the same line, but if I put it in this format, it'll be obviously be the same. Your job is to put either this answer over here or this answer over here. That's all you have to do. All right? Either one of those would be acceptable. All right? Any questions? Max, stay with me. Alex, are you with me? You with me? You got a question? All right. What?
Oh, I see.
All right, now I'm on number 7. So I want everybody to take a quick look at number 7 for me. All right? And here we go. Well, maybe. All right, here we go. Now I'm missing M. Is that correct? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I saw you did amazing on your Excel too. Why is that? Why is that?
Why?
You worked really hard on your Excel. I was kind of impressed. Right? So again, this should be easy. All right? So how do I find the slope? How do I find the slope? Do you remember? What's the formula?
N equals y1.
Yeah, I'm not really talking to you anymore. Carly,
Um,
what's the slope formula?
y2 minus y1 over x2 minus.
Yeah, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Yeah, remember, I think I did tell you, this is like your permanent seat now, Max. Until I get squared away, this is your permanent seat. And just remember, Jax, if I look up and you guys are talking, just separate. I'm not even going to say anything. If you see you talking, just move. All right? Because you guys are getting in trouble. All right? Now, help me.
So it's 5.
Well, good. 8 minus 3 over...
Over 0.
I appreciate that. I knew what you meant. But I'm just writing the work out. So you're correct. The slope was 5. The slope was 5. All right, now can you write the equation? Which point do you want to choose, the first or the second?
First.
Yeah, it's not a big decision. All right, so go. Write it for me now. Let me see you write the equation.
It's y. Y
Yes?
plus 3.
Well, remember, it was always subtraction.
You said
Yep, don't be sorry. Y minus 3 equals...
minus 3 equals 5.
Then?
5 times 5x. X minus 1 or plus 1.
Very good, very good. Okay, that's good. I don't care if you stumble through it. All right, I don't care at all. That's perfect. All right, I know you're thinking about it. That's exactly what you should be doing. Exactly. All right, just remember, zip. All right, is everybody good with that? All right, now, if you would have happened to have chosen the second answer, all right, which you don't have to write, you just have to pick one. All right, but we selected the first one, so that's the answer. If you did, for whatever reason, it would just be y minus 8 equals 5 times x minus 0. All right, that's it. But it's not necessary to write them both. All right? So now I'm happy. All right, now I'm jumping down and we're doing 11 and 13 and 15. So 11, Miss Allison, you're up. All right, look at 11, please. Now everybody has to write the equation. What equation am I doing? I know that fly is just the gnat. That gnat flying around. Tell me what the equation is. Good. Y minus, come on. No, but write the equation.
Y minus y1.
Good.
Plus, x minus x1.
So far, beautiful. Okay. Now, question number 11. All right, I'm blowing it up here. What does negative 1 stand for? Ordered pair. X comes first,
Oh, yeah.
right? So the negative 1 represents,
That's
and 4 represents.
wait, no. Y.
There you go, girl. Come on, relax. All right. And then the slope is what letter? That is correct. Now you're doing is plugging in. Come on, girl. Let's do this now. All right. So now what's the answer?
Y minus 4
Good.
equals negative 1. X minus the plus 1.
There you go, girl. Come on. Good, good, good. Yes, you're up. Number 13. Take a look at 13 now. Come on. We can do this. 13, Kate. Tell me the equation. Beautiful. Okay. Now tell me what the answer is. No, I'm doing 13, so we're right here, right? Wait a minute. Leave her alone. Good job, girl. Good correction. What's the slope? Don't worry, don't worry. Yes, good job, girl. You have that written down? Right? You should have it written down before I write it down. That way you can tell if you understand what I'm doing. All right, writing it down after we put the answer is no good. You ready? Alex, you're up. 15. Good. 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 Good work. Equals what? Come on, man. Same thing I'm telling everybody. No reason, none whatsoever, for you not to do well. None. That's perfect. You hear me? Come on now. Practice every time. All right? What's the matter? Oh, okay, okay. We'll see how good you are. Now look, and I'm trying to encourage you, Collins, and all you other guys, listen to me now. All right? I would like for you to be comfortable enough to say, no, out that way. They're having PE, right? So we're not going out that door for the restroom. The object is for you to say, man, I don't know something, so I want to ask. It shouldn't be, oh my gosh, I don't know something, I'm afraid to ask. That's ridiculous. If you don't know something, I want to help you. You should be raising your hand every time you don't know something. All right, even though I'm loud and screaming. All right, you're fine. All right, I'm not allowed to hit you yet. All right?
Yeah.
So again, that's right. I'm working on getting permission. All right, I'm working on getting permission. So again, listen to what I'm saying. If you don't know something, girls, speak up. All right, don't sit there and just write down answers. All right? So now I'm going to flip down to question 17. All right, Jess, good for you. Now we got a problem here because we don't know what. Right. So what's the formula? Find the slope.
M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
And then if m would equal negative 2 minus 5 over 5 plus 2.
Wow.
Negative 7 over 7 equal negative 1.
Wow. That sounded great. All right, girl. Now finish it off for me. Come on. Which point are we going to choose?
First,
All right, we're choosing the first point. Everybody choose the first point. Go.
y minus 5 equals negative 1 parentheses x minus 2.
X what?
X minus Oh, plus 2.
Come on, girl. Good, good, good. That even sounded great. All right, no, because you're in good shape. I really appreciate you very much. All right, very good, very good. All right. Now, once again, if you didn't know how to do 17, right, now you're supposed to kind of say, do I understand it? Right, now your job right now is to get the answer to 19 before Will tells me the answer.
Okay.
All right, so your job, find the slope quickly, and then write the equation quickly. And then you can tell if you understand what we're doing. So, what's the slope?
The slope, well, you're looking for this.
That's right.
So, you have to do y2 over
Yeah, so what are the numbers for that, Will?
the number for y2 is -2.
Come on.
And for y1 it is.
Will, listen. Try to condense your words. All right? Come on. -2, then what?
And then for y1 is.
Just, here's what I want you to say. -2 minus 5 over. And then what I want you to do.
That would, and then you do 2 minus 3.
There you go. Less words is better, man. All right, keep going.
And that would be -7
Over,
negative
which is equal to?
7.
What point do you want to use? The first one or the second one?
I'll just use the first one.
Okay, so now write the equation. Shh.
So then you do -5.
We're writing the equation, Will.
Oh yeah, y minus y1.
What is y1?
-5.
Y minus 5 equals?
Equals 7. X minus
Good. We're done. Perfect. Okay. All right, Vivian, 21.
Oh.
Shh.
So,
Come on, girls. You guys should be ahead of me. Should be almost done with the slope for 21.
to get the slope, it's 4 plus 4 over 2 plus 2.
Now, Will, what I'm trying to get you to see is I'm not mad at you, but I'm trying to say all those extra words, we don't need it. She just said the slope, 4 plus 4 over 2 plus 2. That's what I'm interested in. Okay? So now,
And then that becomes 2 over 1, which is 2.
right, the slope there is 2. Does anybody have any questions with the slope being 2? Girls in the front, you have a question with that being 2? Max, you caught up yet?
Yeah.
All right. So now, finish the equation. Which point are we using?
I used the
First point.
Y plus 4 equals 2 times x plus 2.
That's it, guys. That's all there is to it. Do we agree? Simple. Simple, simple. Colin, are you with me?
Yes.
All right. So now, I'm going to jump down here, and we're doing 25, 27, and 29. However, I'm changing the directions on number 25. On these problems down here, convert to y equals mx plus b. Everybody has to convert to y equals mx plus b. All right? Everybody has to convert to y equals mx plus b. It's not a difficult task. All right? So, Colin, you're up with 25.
Okay, so
So I want you to write the equation. What would it be, Colin?
y minus y1 equals m. in
Good.
parentheses, x minus x1.
Beautiful. So now what?
y minus 2 equals 1/2. And, parentheses, x minus 4.
You are awesome. Perfect. So far. Perfect.
Oh my God.
Girls, so far so good? All right, now we have to convert it, so I have to distribute the 1/2. Everybody has to hear me. We've got to distribute the 1/2. So when I distribute the 1/2, go ahead.
Y minus 2 equals 0.5x. Yeah, 0.5x minus, that would, alright,
Half of 4.
minus 2.
Yes. Now, Colin, I prefer that you write as a fraction.
Okay, so
So it'd just be 1/2.
1/2 x.
You with me on this?
Yes.
Okay. So now, to put it in y equals, now what do I need to do? Girls, this is the one that's tricky. So what do I have to do
Plus
now?
4. Wait, plus 2.
Thank you very much. We're isolating the y, so that means I have to add 2 to both sides. The reason why I add 2 to both sides is because those cancel. And now, what's my answer, Colin?
Y equals 1/2 x.
Yes. Pat yourself on the back. Good job. Well done. Perfect. Easy. Simple, simple, and simple. All right, Emily, you're up.
Which one?
27.
Okay.
Go.
So 27, it is y minus 4 equals negative 3/4. In parentheses, x minus 6.
You're amazing. Good job. Carly, you still with me, right? You're awesome today, man. I don't know what's going on. All the weekend, you decided to turn into a math genius or something? Feels good, doesn't it? Knowing everything, right? Easy. Easy. Do it every day. All right, do it every day. Work hard every day. It'll be amazing. All right? Now, you have the hard part because I have to distribute the 3/4.
Okay.
All right, so the fractions is what I want to practice your mental math on fractions. So look up and make sure you understand fractions. So when I distribute the first, it's going to be easy because it would just be negative 3/4 x. Now, off to the side, just to review, negative 3/4 times negative 6/1. The two negatives make a positive. Now, what do I do with the 6 and the 4? Shh, she's going to do this. Cross reduce, right?
Mhm.
So that becomes a
It's a 3 and a 2.
good job. So when I multiply those fractions, I end up with
You have 9/2.
exactly correct. 9/2. Does anybody have any issues with those fractions? You're not using a calculator to do that in class. Any issues? All right. Now, that's excellent work, of course. All right. So now I have to add 4 to both sides, right? How many halves is 4? Shh.
2.
That's what most people say. If you have 4 pizzas and you cut them in half, how many pieces do you have?
8.
There you go. That's why 4 is the same as how many halves?
8.
Yes. You with me on this, right? So again, I want to just demonstrate that right over here. I'm adding 4. So if I add 4 to both sides, that would cancel over here. Common denominator is 2, right? So I'd multiply this by 2, multiply that by 2, that'd be 8. Is everybody with me? Girls, good on the fractions? So now you're just adding those together. So y equals negative 3/4 x plus 17 halves. Easy? Anybody have any questions with the fractions? Now remember, some of you are better at fractions than others, right, Will? So if we're better at fractions, you should be able to get better mentally. Now if you had some trouble with the fractions, now you're letting me know, hey, all right, how did you get 17 halves? Ben, you okay? Colin, you okay?
Yeah.
What? No. All right. Now I'm on question number 29. Here we go, Ben. Knock out 29. Look right up there on the board and tell me.
So
Right up here on the board.
you write out the
Uh-huh.
y minus y
Y minus y1.
times x is x1.
Good.
And then you do y
Bless you.
Equals 2, 7 times x.
Beautiful. Now let's see how you are with your fractions.
And then 5 plus 2 equals 2 over 7 x minus. That'll be 4 over 7.
You are awesome. All right. Now what do I do?
You subtract 2.
Subtracting 2. How many sevens or how many sevenths are in 2? 14. Thank you very much. Minus 14 sevenths. Anybody have any questions with why it's 14? Girls, any questions? So your final answer is y equals 2 sevenths x minus 18 sevenths. Again, this is how you have to do the last 3. Does everybody understand me? Put the last 3 in y equals mx plus b format. Speaking up if you're not sure about something. You good? Some of you guys kind of come see me in the morning. Are you all good? Come on now. All right.
Yeah.
Tell your dad. Get on Amazon. Order you some pencils. Well, bring them. It's not doing any good at home. That means you're making a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, it was kind of short to say.